Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So today I want to talk about a frustrating problem that I had on my 2007 Toyota Prius. So this morning came down to sort of just drive it around town. I don't really use the Prius much, but came down, turned it on, and I'll show you what I heard. It's a pretty common problem nowadays with certain cars, including the Prius, in that there's a lot of theft of certain high-cost parts. So I've turned it on. Let's go ahead and back up so that the engine kicks on. And here we go. As you can see, it's making very loud noise. So then I pulled it back into the parking spot to figure out what the heck is going on. And the check engine light is on too. So I put the car back in park and sort of looked around the car to figure out what the heck is going on. And I looked down there and I saw this wire sticking out. The wire that's sticking out there is cut off the oxygen sensor, and there were two bolts sitting under the car as well. So I couldn't really tell if this is just a wear and tear item, or I must have hit something while I was driving and broke something. But I looked it up, and I just looked up two bolts under the car, torn wire, and popped right up that my catalytic converter has been stolen. So this wire actually attaches to the oxygen sensor, and that's the reason the check engine light's on. And this empty spot is where the catalytic converter will be sitting, and they soldered it off that right there, you can see. So they soldered it off my the rest of my exhaust system there. So if you know much about cars, that kind of work can be very expensive because they're gonna have to solder on with the catalytic converter. If I go with the original Toyota catalytic converter, it can cost me about $2,000. I was looking at some aftermarket ones which you can buy for $400 or $500 at Advanced Auto Parts. So this is an expensive problem. It takes them about less than 5 minutes to go down there, take off two bolts, and solder it right off. And Toyota knows that this is a very common problem with these Priuses, and obviously they started putting shields on with the next generation car. But the second gen car, despite knowing this problem, they haven't actually put out a recall and installed theft shields on these catalytic converters. So I did see that a lot of people were considering a class action lawsuit. Don't know what's going to come off it. Because this car is so old, has over 200,000 miles, I don't have comprehensive coverage on it either, so the insurance won't pay for it. I will go ahead and add a comprehensive coverage on the car so that in case this happens again, because whoever stole it knows that I parked my car in this apartment complex and it's likely to happen again. So I will go ahead and add that comprehensive coverage, but for this time around I'm going to have to pay for it out of my own pocket. So I'm going to figure out how to do it, if I can do it by myself. I obviously am not going to solder it on myself, so if it needs soldering I'm going to have to get a professional to do it. But I'm seeing online if there are ways to do it, like a tight clamp that I could clamp on a larger pipe on that smaller pipe and make it work. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.